Welcome back, everyone, to Parx Racing for Let's Go Racing. It's a time for our special feature segment this week, and it is a great pleasure to welcome in one of our local trainers here, Harry Wyner. Harry, you've had terrific success here at the track since we've come back off the break. Congratulations on that racing success. I want to talk about you as an early horseman. You started your career as a horseman back home in England, and a very interesting resume. Tell us a little bit about the beginning of your career.
Okay. Well, back home in England, I left school when I was 16 and I went into steeplechase racing with a trainer called Arthur W. Stevenson. He was one of the leading trainers back then. I started off as a groom. I had to rub 6 horses, and then I started galloping those 6 horses and schooling them over jumps. And then from there, I went and worked for Michael Dickinson, who was a very good trainer. And I did the same, groomed horses, exercised, and looked after them. And then I ended up riding my first race when I was 17 years old, over jumps for Michael Dickinson.
Wow. Over jumps, and we know those races go for a long, long time. That's got to be extremely demanding to be a steeplechase rider. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, it is. You got to be fit, and you know, and it's scary too, going into the first jump around 25, 30 miles an hour. My eyes were big, and the horse was taking off with me going into the jump, obviously. But it's, you know, but it's fun.
Harry, what made you decide to become a trainer? I know you came over here, you worked with Michael for a little while down at Fairhill, then you decided to become a trainer yourself.
Yes, well, actually, I worked with Michael for 3 years at Fairhill, and then I moved to Delaware, and I had a trainer out there, actually, a trainer called Billy Lewis, who was an Arabian trainer, and he said, if you get your weight down, I'll let you ride this Arabian. And I just thought, well, I've never rode the flats, you know, so it took me a year to get my weight down from 140 to 115. I did it, and I rode the Arabian, and I found it was fun, and I won the race. I won my first race on him. So then I just started riding the flats.
And then you became a horse trainer. What made you decide to get off the horses and start working with them?
Well, as a jockey, I wasn't really good. You know, I was weak all the time because I couldn't really keep my weight down. So then I just decided to become an exercise rider, which I was for Sam Cronk at Delaware for years. And then I left him and I went to Belmont to work out there, and I got offered a good assistant job with Mark Henning, who taught me a lot. And then I worked for him for like 4 years, and then I went out on my own.
Now, I know you've had a lot of neat horses, Harry, and I wrote about it this week on letsgoracingparx.com, but one particularly close to your heart is my best friend, the filly. She raced at Aqueduct in January of 2019. That didn't race for 18 months. Tell us our story.
Well, I raced her at Aqueduct then, and unfortunately, she was like 10 in front, turning for home. Looked like she's going to win on the wraps, and she spiral fractured her cannon bone on the shin, and pulled up lame. So we had to lay her up for that amount of time.
And then she came back here at Parx. What was that race like when she came back here a couple weeks ago? And
oh man, that was unbelievable. I was so emotional after the race, I started crying. That was like winning a Grade 1 when I was with Mark Henning. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Now, Harry, when you finally made the decision to turn your career here to become a local trainer, what factored into the decision to settle in here at Parx?
Parx, I've always liked racing here. I rode here when I was a jockey, a few races, and I like the environment here, and it's year-round. My family lives in New Jersey, so it's just easier for me to be here. And I like the money here, and I like the people.
And why are you so hot right now? You came back scorching hot.
Why am I so hot? I don't know. I think God's on my side right now, with the racing gods, and I think the break helped these horses tremendously. You know, because we race all year round, and the horses are running a lot. So I think definitely the break helped them.
Well, Harry, he had 2 wins on a day last week, followed that right up with another double back-to-back, and he got 2 contenders here today. We wish you the best of luck and continued success here. And just to give you a little heads up as we move on in the program, you are our trainer of the week this week. So congratulations and continued success.
Thank you.
Fans, Harry Wyner, one of the great guys at our backstretch.